What's up, everybody? J-Rock in the building, representing the good old Power Jam DJs and the event stream team. Welcome to a special Thursday night edition of Shop Talk with J-Rock. And so tonight we're going to talk about something that we all love to talk about, at least some of us, and that is that good old DJ gear. So if you tuned in from YouTube right now, make sure you like and hit the share button. If you're coming at us on Facebook, be sure to hit the comment box on YouTube and Facebook and hit those share buttons. And if you're feeling froggy, go ahead and start a watch party. Holla at your boy. Yeah, so tonight we're going to talk about DJ gear. You know, it's a kind of a special show, I guess, impromptu, with the DJ Expo ending today, and a lot of folks being free to max out those credit cards and stuff on DJ gear and all that good stuff. So, yeah, but we're going to go ahead and get the conversation started. So like I said, we're talking about your favorite DJ gear and mine. And we got DJ B Love in the building in the background. What's up, baby? How you doing tonight? She gave me the silent treatment, but it's all good. Yeah, so when it comes to DJ gear, is no denying that the Technique 1200 is probably the undisputed champion of all-time favorite DJ gear. It's almost like you can't talk about a DJ system without, you know, the world-famous Technique 1200s coming up into the conversation. And so, Yeah, so if you started out on Technique 1200s, hit the comment box. Let me know if you're still rocking with 12s or if you still got them but you don't take them out. Hit the comment box and let me know. And real quick, I'm just going to hit the share button real quick to get this video shared all over the place in the various different Facebook groups and stuff. So, yeah. What's up, B-Love? Thanks for being in the comment box. So the Technique 1200s, wow. I remember when I got my first set. You talking about somebody that was happy? Jeez. I remember when my first set of 1200s stopped working. Now we talking about somebody being upset. Because back in the day, when you are an 18-year-old trying to come up with $1,000 to get some turntables, I don't know about y'all, but my parents wasn't having it. And so I remember actually doing a lot of different gigs to be able to get my first pair of 1200s. And that's why I think they always hold a special place in my heart. One, it's just the sense of nostalgia and that feeling of being a kid, and you go to the concerts and you see Jam Master Jay and who was Grandmaster D and Theodore and Grandmaster Flash. You get to see all those guys on Technique 1200s, and they all fancy in the road cases, and you're like, I could never be able to afford something like that. Little do we know that 30, 40 years later, Technique 1200s will still be the reigning champion of DJ gear. And yes, there are other turntables like the Pioneers and all that good stuff. And I know people who love the Pioneers, especially the thing is the PLX 1000. I know DJs that hate them. And so, but, back in the day, if you didn't have 1200s, you really wasn't rocking. Because I started out on a pair of Sherwood belt drive turntables with a Newmark mixer. And so if you know about that those belt drive turntables, you know that those things were a pain to spin on. Hey, what's up, DJ High Def? I appreciate you, fam. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you know that those belt drive turntables were a pain to spin on. Luckily today is not so much the case with the current technology. Everything is like direct drive, and then you got the super OEM turntables, and I guess the technology has just came so far that it's kind of easy now. It's kind of easy. But one thing that hasn't changed is the price of those damn Technique 1200s. Because back in the day, you would spend, $3.99 per turntable, brand new. Now you paying $500 or $600 a turntable for a used Technique 1200. And now, of course, they got the new, I believe it's the MK7s that just came out. And I don't know anybody personally that has those. So if any of you good folks got those new 1200s, hit up the comment box and let me know, how you like those. And I know they come in at a whopping $1,000 a deck. Ooh, yeah, I had to laugh on that one. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. That's sharing this video. I'm good. Hopefully I got all the groups. If I didn't share it in your group, I'm multitasking here, but y'all can feel free to hit the share button. Share it in your favorite DJ groups. And it's all about this, sharing the love and sharing the passion for DJ technology and all that good stuff. What's up, Mr. Ree? Oh, you had those plastic belt drive Panasonics? Jeez. I've never played on those, but just the word belt drive, unless you're talking about a cassette deck, is painful. You know, I'm talking about you trying to blend and those things that's drag and, oh man. And so I asked the question on Facebook, what's your favorite DJ gear? And so I got quite a few responses. I asked it on my timeline as well as in several Facebook groups. Coffee on deck. No show is complete without coffee. And so I posted the question in several Facebook groups. And so I was surprised to see that it was so many people still posting Technique 1200s. And so I did some digging. And yeah, some of the guys still spin on 1200s, but they also have controllers. I didn't have I don't think any female DJs replied to the post. And so I'm curious to see what my ladies rocking with. So another thing that was popular was the Pioneer CDJs, the CDJ 900s. Somebody posted the CDJ Nexus. I've never owned a pair of CDJs. I kind of skipped that whole CD era of DJing. But I look at the CDJ 2000 Nexus, and I'm like, those things just look so awesome. But, you know, at the time when DJ Beloved made me come out of DJ retirement, it was at the it was in the controller era. But it's kind of funny though, because even though I wasn't DJing, I still had 1200s. I still bought Final Scratch. I still bought the first Serato SL box. And so I still bought that Serato SL box, which I think I still may have around here somewhere. Yeah. But the thing I like about the CDJs is, one, like with the turntables, I knew we had to worry about the bass vibrating the needles and all that fun stuff. And that was always a sore point. And with Serato, not so much because it uses that digital tone. But the CDJs, I don't know, I'm more of a techie, so I like the technology behind it with the screen and all that. I DJ for the gadgets. Mr. Reese says his partner had the new 7s and they were okay, but they weren't any nicer than his old. Wow, for real? I gotta look at those new 12s. I'm not gonna buy them for sure. That's not gonna happen. That's way too much money. So, of course, we had a few people post the Newmark NS7 III. And anybody that knows me knows that the Newmark NS7 III is one of my favorite DJ systems of all times. Because we started with the 1 to 2, then went to the 3. And the 3 was a game changer with the new internal MIDI interface and all that good stuff. And I still think that in my opinion, you know, opinions are like, everybody got one. But in my opinion, the NS7 III, I would say, is still my favorite controller. It's the best of both worlds until you move up to the range system. And the NS7 III was a game changer with the screen, not having to stare at the laptop and be able to have all your songs there. And so, yeah, if y'all rocking that NS7 III, hit up the comment box. Let me know, how you feel about that joker. You still rocking it or what? Now, perfect segue. the NS7 III was, to me, the best of both worlds until the rain system came out. When the rain system dropped, man, it was crazy. It was disappointing that it took so long for it to get into the stores and stuff. But on April 4th, when they shipped, mine was delivered. Delivered. And I would say that, in my opinion, is the current best of both worlds, as far as having that 1200 feel and still being able to rock out with Serato and not have to worry about needles and stuff like that. The Rane 72, I will say, probably the best DJ mixer that I've ever DJ'd on. And yes, I've tried the S9. I will say that the S9 Crossfader is by far the best, just for the level of customization externally. But overall, I still think the Rane 72 is a dope mixer. Now, DJ Beloved says the Newmark NV is her baby. Couple of those with those new speakers that, yeah, you know, I hooked her up with some new speakers. A spoiler. And the equipment is mad light. It's like a mini NS7 III. Yeah, Beloved, the Newmark NV is dope. I want you to try this new Pioneer controller. Hint, hint. She said she don't care. She keeping her NV. Now the NV, I will say, is we got the first NV, because they got an NV2 out now. We got the first NV, and we've been rocking that joker for like 5 years, man. No issues, rock solid. And people like to talk trash about Newmark, saying that Newmark isn't necessarily high end or it's junk. Nah, to me, I've always been a Newmark DJ. You know, I've had the old school Newmark mixers. I forgot the model number, but with the sampler on it that samples 4 seconds, all the way up to the blue one that somebody stole from me out my studio. But yeah, Newmark is dope, man. Newmark is dope. Now, oh, we got Jay Mathis in the building. What's up, bro? How you feeling this evening? Now, DJ Clint says, until the Phase DJ came out, S9 and Technique 1200s and Phase. Now, Phase is another topic. I'm the administrator of the Phase user group, and I've seen like all the horror stories about Phase, and I also seen all the success stories with Phase. And I know they got a new firmware that's in beta. So my Phase users, anybody using Phase, hit up the comment box and let me know how your experience has been with the Phase system. Because I got the Rane 12s, I decided not to buy the Phase for my Technique 1200s. Jay Mathis says he's a Rane DJ. That's what's up. Congrats on that. Hey, Jay Mathis, I can't even repeat that, bruh. Hey, what's up, Sokin? I agree that the next version of Phase will probably be rock solid, and we'll have all the issues worked out. I got concerned with Phase when it took them so long to release it. They kept pushing it back and pushing it back, pushing it back. And so I wasn't. that made me a little nervous. But I'm glad it's working. I'm working okay for you, Clint. Hey, make sure you join the Phase user group. We got my homie, the wild card, in the building. He says he's living vicariously through all of us. Man, you've been over there rebuilding them 1200s. I seen your work, man. You dope with it. Now, Pioneer, I would say the controller that changed the game was the Pioneer DDJ SX. I think that was the first one that dropped and had the sample pads on it. And it was like everybody was buying that bad boy. That bad boy. But now, of course, they got the SX2 and the SX3. It's wild because the SX3 just came out last year. And over the last 2 weeks, since Pioneer announced the DDJ 1000 SRT, it's a lot of SX3s that's for sale right now. I think the cheapest one I seen was like $600 with the case. But on average, they've been selling for like $800 with the case. And not knocking nobody hustle, but if I'm going to spend $800, I'm getting a DDJ 1000 SR2. Just like they trying to get. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all, man. Gotta do it. I gotta do it. All right, so real quick, if you tuned into this live video, be sure to hit the like button and do me a favor, hit that share button, because sharing is free, y'all. You'd be surprised how few people hit the share button and how many people hit the inbox to ask these types of questions. And so if y'all hit the share button, it'll cut down on the number of inboxes. Or actually, if I see you hitting that share button, it might give you the access to the inbox to ask more technical questions because you're supporting the movement. Issa says, I think we're in a time where hardware is better designed than previously. There's something for everyone. You are right. And there's controllers and systems in everybody's budget. Because if you think about it, you could buy like the Newmark Mistrack or the Pioneer SB3, I think is out now, and take that and do a whole party. Like I seen a guy cutting up doing a Peter Piper routine on the Pioneer SB. And so really anymore, it's not even what you got, it's how you use it. And it's always been like that. But now it's like, you know, I guess that what I'm trying to say is brand new, expensive, new shiny gear doesn't make you a better DJ. Your practice and your skill set. But I will say that the brand new shiny equipment make it fun as hell to DJ. At least for me, because I'm a gadget guy. Right, B-Love?
That's right.
Yeah, so can the SX really change the game? Issa, you said the XS was the flagship. The flagship was taken over by the SZ and now over by the 1000 SRT. Now the SZ, I look at that controller. I played on a friend of mine, and of course, like everybody else, I go into Chuck Levin's and play on the one that they have in stock. And it feels good to DJ on the SZ. It's a good feeling controller. Personally, I still prefer the NS7. That's for the simple fact I love the moving platters. But I will say that SZ was nice. Now the SRT, you said the SRT has you concerned with Pioneer's business decisions. Elaborate on that for me. When I look at the SRT, I see a baby CDJ 900 system. I wonder how heavy that joker is. If you know the weight of the 1000 SRT, let me know. Because really, it seemed like it would be the perfect controller just to throw in your backpack and go and do small gigs with. It just seems like it'd be dope for that. Of course, y'all know my gripe with not having the Serato FX on board, but I ain't tripping off that. What we got? Oh, DJ Clint said he bought the SX3 when it first came out and had nothing but problems. Yeah, that's one thing about the Pioneer decks. It seems like their first batch, if you go back and look, always has some type of issues, and they come back and fix it in firmware updates or Serato updates. And so I've never had that issue with a new mark. But yeah, I was like, I definitely want to try out that SRT though. Yeah, Pryon Johnny, yeah, he was the guy that killed that Peter Piper routine. Okay, Jay Mathis says the SRT still doesn't compare to the SZ, not even in the same category. I don't know. I gotta play on it. I think it has its purpose, and I think their target audience are like for clubs, for doing install in clubs. For weddings and mobile gigs, I think it'd be good in that market too. Another controller that I think would be awesome in that wedding and small gig space is that Denon Prime 4 once they release the Serato support for it. Because I got too much music in Serato to be trying to copy stuff to a USB. But still, I would like to have some stuff on an internal hard drive or USB for backup purposes. The Denon Prime just makes sense for business continuity. You know, your laptop crash, you put a terabyte hard drive inside the Denon Prime and you can keep rocking. So from a business continuity standpoint, I love that about the Denon Prime. Now that new Roland 707, I haven't read up on that yet, but I'm curious to see what it does. And they said something about you could record vocals on it and manipulate vocals. I'm like, Roland is trying to bridge the gap between a studio and a DJ, but I don't mean no harm. That Roland 707 with those old school LCD screens on it, that Joker is ugly, man. Oh my God. That Joker is probably the ugliest controller that came out. Alright, Issa says he's going to put this out there. The S-Series had the layout that maximized Serato's workflow. This layout was applied to Rekordbox DJ. It didn't work properly. In the R-Series that had their own layout and workflow, that has me concerned with Pioneer is that they probably overestimated their targets. This suspects why it was cheaper to rebadge the 1000. Yeah. And that's really all they did. They changed up a couple of button labels, but it's the same hardware with a different firmware. What would have been crazy if they had gave the SRT Rekordbox support as well, but then that'll cannibalize their sales of their original units that they have in inventory. Now, I won't be surprised if a year down the road, when they're no longer selling the original DDJ 1000, if they release a firmware update for the SRT that will make it be Rekordbox compatible. Now, Rekordbox is a whole nother topic. I haven't personally played with it. I'm going to be honest. I like Serato. You know, it just works. I know where everything is. We can move around in it, and it just works. And I got the rain system, so I can't. I'm not even gonna play with Rekordbox no time soon. One, I don't have time. All right, Issa says the Roland 707 killer feature, according to Cleveland Terry, is this built-in feedback destroyer on the mic channels. Wow. That's crazy. You no longer got to use one of those rack units for that. What's up, Ricky Mix? Ricky Mix says he have the Denon MCX 8000 and you can play off USB with that. Well, I got rid of my Pioneer controller. Back key for me. This is a digital era. Yeah, I forgot about the MCX 8000. From what I hear, that was a rock solid unit as well. Wow, that record box 1000 is 2 years old now? Dang. That's crazy. Time flies. So y'all making me want to take a look at that Roland 707. Sokin says the 707 is more geared toward the mobile DJ. Lots of stuff you can do with it. Just have to look into it. It's not a performance controller, so it won't have the wow factor. Or you was part of the Roland project, and you didn't give me no heads up that it was coming? You fired, bruh. What's up, Charles? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, you're right. The backup is the key. Being able to have music somewhere else. Like right now with the Rain system, we got a second laptop with Serato and the music catalog that we'll flip to for backup. But it would be dope if I didn't have to have that second computer on standby. Because if you think about it, that's a whole nother expense. That's keeping the catalog updated in 2 different places. Oh, you had that NDA? Yeah. I'm gonna have to give you a J-Rock NDA. And also, as it relates to that's business continuity, I think as time progresses, more companies are gonna have built-in media players in their mixers. It's like I could see Denon releasing the next DJ mixer with a hard drive slot. I could see that happening. It'll probably be expensive as all get out, but yeah, we'll see. Now, on my timeline and in all the groups, the most popular DJ setup was, drum roll, Technic 1200s with various mixers. Of course, Technic 1200s are just tried and true. I don't think, wow, I might get some hate mail if I say this. After rocking out on the Ring 12s and the NS7 III, I don't think I could go back to DJing on 1200s at gigs. I think I will always own a pair of 1200s, but I don't think I would take them on the road. Not in 2019 or 2020. If I'm doing a vinyl set, hell yeah, I'll take the 12s out and do an all vinyl set for sure. But let's keep it 100. 99.9999% of the gigs, a controller would do, or the Rain 12s or CDJs or something like that. You know, you got to work smart. Especially if you're gigging every week, a couple of times a week. You got to look out for your back and all that good stuff. You got to save your back for other stuff. Bump, 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 bump. Now, Issa says, as much as you don't have time for record box DJ, it is a powerful piece of software in his view. It sits between Tractor and Serato. With DJ conversion utility, you can migrate everything over. They just won't support my Ring 12s. It's like, I don't know. And if I get the SRT 1000, Rekordbox won't support that. So any controller that I would buy, Rekordbox don't support. So, what's up, DJ Slice? I appreciate you, fam. He said Technique 1200s for life. That's what's up, bro. Oh yeah, the reloops. I forgot about those reloop MK2s, the 7000s and the 8000s. Now the reloop turntables, I don't know, they just look so dope with the pads on it. Because what I would do with the reloops, I would take the pads, the hot cue pads on the reloops, and remap those to trigger my light show, and use the pads on the mixer for my hot cues. That way I don't know, I just think it'd be dope. So if anybody want to see me a pair of reloop 8000s to test and map out, hit up my inbox. Jay Mathis says he was looking for some 12s, but he chose the Rain system. And then that you got the Rain system, I know you're not looking for nothing else. Well, we talking about Jay, so he probably got some stuff in the shopping cart right now. He got that DDJ 1000 SRT. I know you. Ricky Mick says that's my favorite deck is the Pioneer 2000s. You have 4 different ways to play if the computer goes down. Man, speaking of CDJs, have any of you guys or girls played on the Denon? I think it's the SC5000s and the SC5000Ms. That system looks so cool to me, but the only thing I don't like about it is too much green. It's like the majority of the LEDs are green. And I don't know, it's too much green. For a person that loves blue, you put a lot of green in front of me. I don't know. I'm not feeling the color. And I know it's simple, but I just know it would get on my nerves after a while. I just know that all that green will start to get on my damn nerves. Whew. And Issa said the decks are for home and the controller goes out on the road. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Oh, the Denon need a firmware upgrade? They freeze up? No, I thought it was interesting that the price drop, I think, was by 45%. Those jokers went down to $900. And I was like, wow, I was tempted for a minute. But then I was like, I don't need it. As I move more and more into doing other event production services, I tend to buy less DJ stuff and more other stuff. And so, where before I would have had them bad boys, now not so much. When I don't have a business need for them. So the reloops, MK2 8000s are really nice. Yeah, I gotta test those out. And so, like I said, the most popular thing was the Technique 1200s. Last but not least, the DDJ 1000 SRT, I would say, was probably the one that everybody talked about. Been talking about all week. It's the new shiny toy. Some of my friends and associates got them now. So I'm gonna wait and see, get their feedback on them. But I just think that DDJ 1000 seemed like it'd be the perfect small, lightweight controller for everyday gigs, especially for like bar gigs and stuff like that. That and the new Mark NV. All right, we got DJ Andrew. What's up, fam? He says Pioneer DJ all day. Now, okay, so Issa says he's hoping to get rid of his Denon SC 3700s and scoop up some CDJ 850s. Might start gigging again. Word? Man, you gotta do that. Because I still listen to them dope mixes that you sent me for Power Jams Radio. I still rock out to them jokers. Matter of fact, you can send me another one. What's up, Mark Sounds? Appreciate you, fam. He says everyone flocked around the SRT at the DJ Expo. I bet they did. Everybody wanted to give that a shot. Oh, so you rock out, Mark Sounds rock out on Record Box. He says Record Box forever. Oh, DJ Clint. You know, that would be crazy if Techniques dropped the DZ 1200s MK2. Remember that digital turntable that Technique made with the big metal platter? And the CDJs killed it. I think they need to do a new version of that, but they probably won't. Because right now, Techniques is focused on getting all that audio file money. And so that's a whole different ball of wax right there. They going for people who got budgets. And the average DJ, we're not trying to spend, $4,000 or $5,000 on one turntable. I know I'm not. Now, there's an honorable mention. The Newmark X2s. These bad boys were ahead of their time. If I'm not mistaken, they had a turntable, they had a CD player, and a hard drive slot. That was ahead of its time. I've never owned these, but I just think something like that, I mean, it's crazy that they thought of this back then. So imagine if they made that now. Yep. So let me get back to the comments real quick. We got DJ Clint says he's waiting on somebody to buy Phase and integrate it into a mixer. You know who's gonna do that? Who's that new mixer company? Mixar. I think Mixar might be the ones who buy Phase. I don't think Pioneer will. Rain might buy them. Rain or Newmark, I can see buying Phase. One to shut them down, for real. Because it competes with the Rain 12s, even though it's two totally different things, and they both have their own market. I see Mixars, or I see Denon or Newmark buying the Phase system up. I can see that happening. Jay Mather said, I need a picture of his Rain system to flash on the screen. Hey, Jay Mathis, do you know that Rain need to send me a check? Because in the last 60 days, I probably referred, I want to say, 9 people to buy the rain system. And of those 9 people, 7 people purchased. Hey, Rain, if you're watching this video, cut the check. Hey, y'all tag Rain and tell them to cut the check. Send me a t-shirt or a hat or something. Matter of fact, they can sponsor my youth program. How about that? All right, DJ Clint says, in my opinion, the Rain 12 price point is too high and you can't play real vinyl. Yo, it all depends on who you know, bro. The Rain 12's price point is like what I paid for mine 18 months ago is what they're selling for now. And so if I go buy them now, I can get an even better deal. Because it's all about who you know. Yeah, Rain and Newmark are in music. Oh, DJ Clint says he think the new S9 will have phase built in. I doubt it. It would be dope. I think Henry Customs will do it before anybody else. Or they can bring Vastex back. Yeah. But I appreciate y'all, man. This is another episode of Shop Talk with J Rock. And tonight we was talking about your favorite DJ gear as well as mine. We also talked about software and all that good stuff. And so I just want y'all to whatever DJ gear you use, let's make sure that your business is on point. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that your price points is there. Make sure you got your contracts up to date. Make sure, you got your music backed up. So all of this gear stuff is cool and fine, but we got to make sure that we have a good business practice in place as well. Make sure you're charging a rate that will allow you to be able to hopefully do this full time one day if you're not already doing it. And I know as DJs, sometimes we get caught up counting other people's money, saying what we think clients can afford. Oh man, I don't want to charge a client that much. I only want to charge them $125 a night. Yeah, you do that. But you gotta charge a realistic rate, and remember that people DJ for different reasons. Some people do it for the love. Some people do it for the fun. I do it because I love the business of DJing. It's one of the things that I've done the majority of my life since I was 13. So let's make sure y'all, got y'all business. I recommend that you got your contracts up to date and, your music backed up and you are doing business with integrity. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the DJ community now that, people in different cities and states beefing over silly DJ stuff, and they're not even in the same market. DJ Clint says 125, he won't even answer his phone. Jeez. 1-800 not today. Yeah, but I'm DJ J Rock, man. I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure to hit the share button. Be sure to hit the like. Start a watch party. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, be sure to do that today. If you're not my Facebook friend, go ahead and send me a friend request. And just, if you send it today, I'll recognize your name and I'll go ahead and accept it. But yeah, man, another episode coming this weekend. I don't know what day yet. I'll let y'all know. But this is Shop Talk. Until the next time, I appreciate y'all. I'm out.
Event Stream Team. We can stream your event from any location with experienced technicians on site to produce the webcast. Multiple views can create more engaging presentations and increase your production value. Additional services such as sound systems, trussing, and lighting can be ideal for enhancing the environment at conferences, conventions, concerts, or sporting events. Your event can be recorded and streamed live to most popular video sites. We also offer fully produced corporate videos, television commercials, music videos, including lighting, audio, and editing at a high-end level. Consider the possibilities for your next event. Learn more at www.eventstreamteam.com